Difficulty as a catalyst for growth. Jung understood that the psyche does not flourish in the absence of challenge. Like muscles needing resistance to grow stronger, our inner lives need pressure and complexity to evolve. He saw the human self not as a fixed identity, but as an unfolding process, one that requires disruption to move forward. When life is easy and predictable, we may float along the surface of ourselves. But it's difficulty, grief, loss, failure, uncertainty, that breaks that surface and forces us to look deeper. In those moments, the unconscious stirs. The unknown within us rises. And in meeting it, we begin to change. Difficulties, then, are not detours on the path to wholeness. They are the path. The shadow, what struggle reveals. One of Jung's central psychological ideas is the shadow, the hidden, denied, or repressed parts of the self. These parts are often buried because they make us uncomfortable or conflict with the image we present to the world. And it is precisely in moments of struggle that these shadows emerge. When we experience emotional pain, our defenses drop. We come face to face with the fears, desires, insecurities, and wounds we have spent years avoiding. While this confrontation can be frightening, it is also deeply healing. Jung believed that health is not the absence of shadow, but the integration of it. To become whole, we must acknowledge and embrace all that we are, not just the polished surface, but the hidden depths. And difficulty is what brings those depths into view. Wholeness over comfort, redefining health. For Jung, health was not simply about the absence of illness or the presence of happiness. Health meant wholeness, a deep integration of opposites, conscious and unconscious, light and dark, masculine and feminine, strength and vulnerability. This holistic view reframes difficulty as not something to avoid, but something to engage. It becomes the mirror in which we see ourselves clearly. In facing difficulty, we develop resilience. In accepting pain, we find meaning. In walking through suffering, we come out more human, not perfect but real. Modern society and the fear of struggle. Today, we live in a culture that avoids discomfort at all costs. We chase dopamine, medicate anxiety, scroll past pain. Difficulty is seen as a problem to fix, not an experience to learn from. But Jung saw something different. He believed that many of our modern afflictions, depression, existential angst, inner emptiness, are not signs of dysfunction, but symptoms of disconnection. Disconnection from meaning, from truth, from the unconscious self trying to be heard. In Jung's view, anxiety can be the soul's alarm bell. Depression may be a withdrawal from a false life. And struggle is not pathology, it's an initiation. Struggle as initiation, not punishment. What if we saw our difficulties not as punishment, but as initiations? This doesn't mean glorifying pain or denying suffering. It means recognizing that in the midst of our hardest moments, something powerful is happening. We are being reshaped. We are being called inward. And we are being given the opportunity to grow in ways comfort could never offer. Just like the mythic hero must descend into the underworld to return transformed, so must we pass through our own inner darkness to find the light of who we truly are. Becoming whole through difficulty. Carl Jung's quote, "Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health," is not just a piece of wisdom. It is an invitation to reframe how we see suffering, to embrace the role of hardship in our evolution, and to remember that healing is not found in the avoidance of pain, but in our relationship with it. Struggle is not the opposite of health. It is the condition for it. It is the furnace that refines the self, the crucible in which character is forged, the darkness that, when faced, gives birth to light. When we stop running from difficulty and instead walk into it with presence, compassion, and courage, we do more than survive. We become whole.